And now to the college admissions scandal involving USC, UCLA, and other elite institutions around the country. The charges against actresses Lori Loughlin and Felicity Huffman, along with dozens of other rich and famous people, are shining a light on what our guest refers to as entitlemania.
Author Richard Watts wrote the book on entitlement, and he joins us now to talk a little bit more about the case. Thanks for being here.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
These actresses have put this issue in the spotlight, but this is really nothing new, right?
No, I think that's a great way to address it, too. I think the most important thing to me is that we recognize there's a bigger question. And the bigger question is exactly how much are parents of today hijacking the academic careers of their kids? That they basically now are starting from the beginning, sometimes at age 3 and 4 and 5, and they're making determinations of what the best entry path is for these children to make it into the colleges of the parents' choice. And so they're really taking away the struggle from their kids, and they're trying to avoid failure with their kids, and they're doing everything they can to reach this holy grail of success that the parents have decided is where they should be.
And what's probably more important to the parents at that point, too, that is going to bring them some degree of pride to have their children at these different institutions. It seems that a lot of the young people involved in this had no idea that their parents were going to these lengths to help them.
Well, you know, in this whole issue about entitlemania, there really is an unawareness of children, because children at early ages are like goldfish. They'll eat anything that they're given, and the parent has to be the one to understand what they're giving them. And if you train someone by the time they're 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way up to 18, they really, even if they know, they don't appreciate what it is the parent is doing to them. Not for them, but to them.
And you talk in your book about, we used to be helicopter parents, now you say there are more like drone parents.
Yes.
Explain that.
Well, helicopter parents were my generation. I claim those. Those are mine. And those were annoying parents. Those were parents that just wanted to be in your life all the time. They wanted to go to your dance. They wanted to show up on the sidelines. They wanted to be booster parents. Drone parents of today are much more strategic. They're much more stealth, and they all are on a mission. So they're really after a long-term play, and parents don't need to talk to their kids about what they're doing. They have bought into an almost cult-like belief in this academia that there's only one way to success, and that's through these top-notch schools. And they're really not sitting down like they ought to when their kids are 15 and say, do you really want to go to college?
Just really quickly, why is it important to let children fail on their own?
Well, it's the only way that you begin to learn resilience. When you fall and you fail, you have the opportunity to realize what you don't like. You have the opportunity to realize that you're capable of rising up again. And so that failure and these struggles are what bring kids the definition of who they are, and it brings them a lot of self-value. So when you get into the forest of difficulties, when you get to be 18 and 19 and 20, you've had that experience before, and you know you can regain where you had been before. You may be down, but you're not out.
Yeah, not to mention 30, 40, 50, it goes
Right,
on.
right.
And you've
Exactly
learned
right.
these things
It never
early.
stops.
It's a good book. I've already flipped through it. This is it. So thank you.
Thank you so
Richard.
much.
We
Nice to be here.
appreciate it.
You bet.